This is a Heart and Hand production.
Hello everyone, my name's David Edgar. I'm the host of Heart and Hand, the Rangers podcast, and I'm joining you tonight after Rangers secured our place in the third qualifying round of the Champions League after a 1-1 draw with Panathanaikos in Greece saw us through. My God, we didn't so much ride our luck over these two games as gangbang it, but I am absolutely delighted that we are through. This was not a good performance. I don't think anyone would be fooled or kidded by that. We had Jack Butland again to thank for some fantastic saves, particularly in the first half, and then we had our new hero, Jaide Gassama, to thank for taking us through the tie. Rangers in the first half were disjointed, very disjointed. We kept passing ourselves into bother. We didn't have enough. It was the same as the first leg last week, where up front the ball wasn't sticking. We were giving the ball away constantly. Our basics were bad tonight. Our touch was bad. Our movement to give angles for other people to get passes. We were taking the ball square. We were getting caught on the ball constantly, and it just kept coming back and kept coming back. And really from the start, it was all Pana. They should have absolutely taken the lead. There should have been nothing Jack Butland could do when we dicked about on the edge of our own box, and it ended up with what should have been a chance, but he shanked it well over and past. An absolute sitter. Jack Butland's made another couple of great saves, one in particular, a header, just a reaction stop to keep us in it. We might have nicked one just before half time from a set piece of our own. It was the first time we'd been up the park, in all honesty, when young Finlay Curtis didn't get a good connection on it. But half time came and it was 0-0, and you thought, okay, that was bad, but let's see if things improve in the second half. And initially it didn't look like it was going to. First of all, Dowell switches off in the left-back area and allows certainly back helping the left-back, and allows a cross into the back post. And there was Juric with a header that wrong foots Jack Butland. Initially flagged for offside, then a VAR check that took forever and gave them the goal. And at that point, be honest, Rangers fans, I think we all thought we are in bother here. But that prompted the manager to put on Gassama, and cometh the nearly hour, cometh the man. Rangers got up, and Danilo did well here actually. I didn't think he had a very good game, but he kept it alive in there, and it eventually falls to Gassama. What a finish, by the way, because it's a really awkward height and he's got to get over it and control it, and he does it. A new hero, and he's paid his transfer fee back already, by the way, but the money he's brought into the club over these two games. After that, they had one really good chance with a curling ball that evaded everybody and could have gone in. But after that, Rangers actually did begin to keep the ball, and you could see them frustrated, because they must have been thinking at that stage, what the hell have we got to do here to be ahead? But we held on. Might have actually won the tie on the night, actually, at the end, when Cyril Dessers got put clean through, but his shot was saved by the goalkeeper. Nobody's fooled about that. That was not a good performance. The defence looked ropey and disjointed. John Souttar gave the ball away a lot coming out of defence. He's struggling to do what the manager's asking him to do. The full-backs were not too tight. None of them, really. I mean, the midfield three, Dio was giving the ball away a lot. Even Raskin was giving the ball away a lot, although he worked really hard. Joe Rothwell was good again, I felt. And the front three that started, that is not going to work. I don't know what the manager's Dowell thing is, because you know, we've seen him a bit longer than he has in Rangers shirt, and that's what you get out of him, just these nothing performances. Curtis is young, and Danilo can't play that lone striker role, in my opinion. He doesn't have the pace to do it. But we'll be bringing more players in, we know that. We've got Mikey Moore arriving, possibly Ant-Man arriving, attacking players. Gassama will be playing regularly, Asgard's to come back. So the team will change and will get better. I still think we need a centre-back in there as well. I do think the midfield will be better than that. It was a tough pitch, tough conditions. I'll cut them some slack because we won. I don't think I'd have been so forgiving if we hadn't. I don't think, though, that you can overstate how important this victory was for us tonight. If we'd gone out and then no guarantee of Europa League football, in fact, we'd have to play either Shakhtar Donetsk or Besiktas in the next round, which is a hell of a difficult tie, and it would have started the season on a real downer. we had to get through this. Also, there's the money that you get for getting through the round is very handy, but it means at worst we go into the Europa League. And of course, we still have the chance to get to the Champions League and all the finances and excitement that brings as well. And it gives us more time to develop. There was a lot to be concerned about tonight, I'm not going to lie, but it's cup football. It was a case of win it by hook or by crook, and Rangers have managed, and I am over the moon. Right, and folks, enjoy your night, and to all those Bears in Greece, you have earned a pint standing in that heat, I'll tell you that. With brilliant support as usual from the travelling Bears. I'll be back on Saturday after we take on Motherwell, and before then we'll unpack this game over and over on Heart and Hand. You'll get your fill of everything, tactical breakdown, player ratings, all of that. So go to patreon.com/Heart and Hand. On the Bears.